Hi, this is Pastor Browers from Emmanuel Lutheran Church with a daily devotional for this week. And I'd like to read to you today from Colossians chapter 3. It starts at verse 23 and then 24. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ you are serving. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart because you're trying to impress God, not other people. And I was just thinking that this is an appropriate verse right now. Some of you might now be working from home. You don't have a boss looking over your shoulder anymore. Some of you are not, your work is a lot different than it used to be. Maybe you're doing things remotely. If you're a high schooler, like I've got a high schooler in junior high, we go running, but we're not with the team. There's no coach there. They just tell us what to do. So what are you supposed to do? See, if you're trying to impress somebody else or if you need somebody else in order to keep you accountable, then it might be really easy to slack off. It might be easy to goof around. It might be easy to not be very effective. It might be easy to not get the work done that you need to get done or to cut corners, all this kind of thing. But what this verse in Colossians, these verses in Colossians are telling us is that when you're working, we have to realize that we're really doing the work. I mean, we're not trying to make it to heaven because we're pleasing God in that kind of way. It's just God is the one we're trying to impress. And maybe even impress isn't the right word. We're doing it because we know that's what we're called to do as creatures. We're trying to be of some earthly good. We know that Jesus died on the cross to save us. We know that no matter what work we could put forward, it's not going to be enough to save us. But we have to realize that he's always watching over us, that he's paying attention to us. Even if you're running all by yourself in a sprint, God cares. Is it going to make an eternal difference? No, but God cares. He's watching you, right? Even if your coach isn't watching you. It's the same thing, character counts when nobody's watching. But God is always watching. I mean, that's sort of understood there. But think about that. When in your life right now, are you holding yourself accountable like you used to? Or are you kind of maybe not getting as much done because there's nobody there to get you in trouble? Are you just sort of slacking off? Because God, of course, he's going to love you no matter what. But he says, realize that I am the main supervisor. I'm the big boss. I'm the guy that's always watching. So do your best for me. Do your best for God. Do your best to help other people out, sure. But in the end, if you need the motivation, do your best to please God because he is pleased when we are working our hardest. It's not about just getting by. It's by doing our best, using our gifts and our talents to their fullest potential because that's how God made us. That's what God made us to do. So I hope that you'll try to work your hardest this week to please God. Because he loves you and he wants to help give you the strength to do your best at all your jobs and all your work, whatever that work is right now. Even if you're not at work anymore and just taking care of kids, that's important work to do. So I hope that I hope that you'll watch on Facebook Live. Tomorrow night at 7:30, we have our last Lenten service. And then Sunday morning at 8:30, we have a contemporary 10:30 traditional service. I hope that you'll join us. I know it's pretty weird not being able to meet together, but I hope that you're still growing in your relationship to God. Amen.